G'day fellow creatures of the internet. I was must-see and subscribed Argonian and online ambassador of Black Marsh, Bruzo Dragonius, right here in Stonefalls in Evanhart Pack, just pretty much near Davon's Watch, probably at least the southeast of it, of the place. And the reason why I brought you here today is because of the prologue quest to the new and upcoming, or pretty much the upcoming DLC and the last ever for the Dark Heart of Skyrim of Markarth, and I'm here to do the prologue quest of this new DLC that is up and coming. So anyway, like I said, I'm just going to talk to this Gwendis. You probably would know her in the Stonethorn DLC dungeons. So anyway, I probably would go up further in adventure or whatever, just pretty much after the intro or whatever intro music. Just gonna go up to Gwendis around here, and apparently she has a horse and that. Looks like she has like a horse and wagon and that. As you can see. So she must have just travelled a very long way from Skyrim to up here in Stonefalls. Stonefalls, I mean. So anyway, I'm just going to let's meet her. Hi there! Hi there, Gwendis. So, what have you been up here in the Stonefalls?
What? Saving Skyrim wasn't enough for you? Had to sign on for even more heroics? It's good to see you. I could use your help. You know better than anyone what we're dealing with. We need to figure out exactly what the Grey Host is up to.
Oh, hi Gwendis. So, do you need me to help you with your investigation?
You know the Raven Watch deals with threats all the time. Trouble is, there's never been a threat consisting of a reborn army of vampires and werewolves from the First Era. So yes, I could use some help. We need to know what they're planning.
So, we probably met each other in around the Stonethorn bundle, so, or with the expedition. So, from there, what do we know so far?
We know that one of the original ruling members of the Grey Host is rebuilding their army, gathering vampires and werewolves to their banner. And we know they're experimenting with life energy. So, what do you say? Ready for another adventure?
Sure am. I hope you find out more about this Grey Host then, shall we?
Everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Cart's over there when you're ready to go.
Is this related to what we learned in Western Skyrim, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm hoping the scholars at Bankerai Garrison can put the entire puzzle together for us. How a Durrani elf, a survivor from the Grey Host's defeat in the ancient past, and experiments with life magic fit together, I have no idea.
Remind me about the Durrani elf. Is that the one that does experiments in the stone garden underneath Western Skyrim?
Lady Thorn. Before she became a vampire, she was a Durrani noble, had connections to Viridian Watch. It looks like she helped at least one of the Grey Host's ruling councillors escape on the day their army was defeated in the First Era.
Remind me about the Grey Host survivor.
The Grey Host was ruled by a council of some sort, though one was purposely omitted from the ancient record. Must have fallen out of favor, I suppose. Anyway, those records indicate someone survived the final battle. I think it was Rada al-Saran.
And what about the experiments with the life energy that we discovered in the stone garden?
This revived Grey Host has been conducting experiments using ancient research. It involves life energy, souls, and these containment vessels called stone husks. I think it has something to do with bringing the Grey Host leaders back to life.
Anything else I need to know before we head out?
Probably. but nothing that can't wait. Let's take the cart to the Bankerai garrison and find the scholars who know more about the history of the Grey Host.
What do you hope to accomplish at the Bankerai garrison?
I'm hoping a scholar of ancient Bankerai battles named Lorette Deal or one of her colleagues can tell us more about the Grey Host. With any luck, they have information about the Grey Host that's not too outlandish.
What do you mean, outlandish?
The priests have this old holy text that claims St. Helen leapt off the garrison's walls, landed among the host, asked Stendar for endless blood, and then fed them all without dying. Then the garrison dropped some rocks on them. See? Outlandish.
Oh, okay. So you want more reasonable answers?
Exactly. We need practical facts about how the Grey Host was defeated at Bankerai garrison. Hopefully Scholar Deal can provide them.
Are you the only member of the Ravenwatch investigating this?
For the moment. There are an awful lot of evil conspiracies afoot in Tamriel, and not nearly enough Ravenwatch members to investigate them all. But this isn't a one-person job, which is why we recruited help.
What are the rest of the Ravenwatch doing?
No idea. They're spread out. Adusa, for example, mentioned something about necromancers raising bone giants and elsewhere, but she probably wanted to refill her moon sugar stores. Fenorian could be anywhere. He does tend to sneak around.
Just in Bankerai, so I just need to talk to someone.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here? Nice camp, I suppose. I didn't expect to find our historians outside the walls, or to find this place so disturbed. Was someone foolish enough to attack Bankerai garrison? No matter. That's Scholar Deal over there. See if she can tell us about the Grey Host.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls.
We came a long way to ask you about the Grey Host.
As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their ballistae shook the walls.
You can rest easy. High King Emirate and I have retaken the garrison.
You did? Why didn't any of the knights report this? No one tells scholars anything. Well, if that's true, and I see no reason you'd offer such an audacious lie, then thank you. Septima Tharn is mad. Had we stayed, she would have fed us to her Daedra.
Now, since that things have settled down, can I ask you some questions about the Grey Host?
I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Pyre Watch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Come to think of it, the Pyre Watch are experts on the Grey Host. Find my friends, and I'm sure the warrior will answer your questions.
I think I'm familiar with the Pyre Watch. I met a member not long ago.
Then you know how brave and knowledgeable they are. One of their warriors was here recruiting when the garrison came under attack. She offered to protect the scholars that fled, and I haven't seen them since. I fear for their safety. Can you help?
I'll find your mission scholars and the Pyre Watch warrior.
Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Pyre Watch warrior, while Jannard headed toward Kerbal's Hollow. Please be careful. The wilderness can be treacherous between here and there.
Isn't there anything at all you can tell me about the Grey Host?
Even if my mind wasn't clouded with worry, I'm an expert on the Second Era. My First Era knowledge is extremely limited. The Pyre Watch knows more about the Grey Host than anyone. Find her and my friends, and she'll provide the answers you seek.
Okay. I guess I'll just find them, and at least there's some answers in that I'm looking for.
Thank you, friend. When you return with the scholars safely in tow, we should be able to put our collective heads together and dredge up that ancient history. That is, if the Pyre Watch warrior hasn't already satisfied your curiosity.
Don't worry, I think it has.
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the first era. And the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right. This Pyre Watch Warrior is a promising lead, though. Let's go find her and the other scholars.
Scholar DL says the missing scholars went in 2 different directions.
I heard. Let's split up and go after them. All take Kerbal's Hollow. You head toward Evermore. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Well, just so you know, I met a member of the Pyre Watch.
Yeah, my brother Fenorian mentioned something about that. I should have thought of them earlier, but they're pretty secretive and reclusive. We're lucky one left their post to consult with the scholars. Go find them and then meet me back here.
Okay. I'll meet you back here with the scholars.
Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
Okay then. Now, I'm just going to find these scholars up around here. So, okay. Looks like there's a bit of a camp up here.
You there. Come.
What is it?
You don't look like a refugee. You a soldier from the garrison. What news of the Imperial attack?
Oh, don't worry. I don't, but I guess that you're not one of those people that I need to defend myself. So anyway, Scholar Deal simply to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison walls.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore. The cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us if not for that Pyre Watch Warrior. Have you seen her? Is she alive?
I haven't yet, but I'm out to look out for her. Scholar Deal said she was leading you towards Evermore.
She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch Warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. Then she took Cogleen and headed west. Please, find them. I worry for their safety.
Don't worry, I'll find them. Go to Scholar Deal's camp though. I'll meet you there.
I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now. We are most fortunate you came to our aid.
Well, anyway, I came in for the information about the Grey Host of the First Era. What can you tell me?
Other than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid. I can tell you Empress Hestra's legions came to the aid of Bankarai garrison. That's why High Rock became part of the Alessian Empire for a time.
You must know something else about the Grey Host.
Alas, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand. Perhaps when I can retrieve my papers from inside the garrison? You know, the Pyre Watch Warrior might be able to help you. They're experts on the Grey Hosts of the First Era.
Yeah, I'll probably check them out. Anyway, I see you there.
I will return to Scholar Deal's camp. May Tall Papa guide your steps.
Over here!
What is it?
You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison? Please, tell me you're here to rescue me.
Well, yeah, I am. In fact, Scholar Deal sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
Oh, thanks, Dundar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch Warrior?
I haven't. Scholar Indora said that she left to find you.
When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. Oh, I hope she found shelter within. We owe her our lives. Please, will you go check on her?
Well, I'll check this Crypt of Exiles then. Get to Scholar Deal's camp. Please, I'll meet you there.
I'll find Scholar Deal's camp straight away. I am in your debt. If I can do anything to aid you, all you have to do is ask.
What can you tell me about the ancient Grey Host?
The army of monsters that ravaged the First Era? Not really my area of expertise. I study the historical accounts of Warlord Thulgreg's army of orcs and goblins. The garrison held strong and denied them passage. Not one got through. Truly inspiring.
Oh, I see you're a historian. You must know something that could help me.
Well, most scholars agree that the fanciful legend about the Grey Host's defeat is, pardon my orcish, guardung. You know, the Pyre Watch are sort of Grey Host experts. Find her and I'm sure she can provide the answers you seek.
Okay.
I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
I will. Okay, so this must be it. So now back at this crypt net. Just getting over with this area. No, none seem to interest me. Yeah, I'm just going to work out how. Going to get in. Which one is pretty much the quickest way? Looks like this is it. Thank you for that. Come at me! Oh, you just spoiled my reading. Don't worry, you get yours. There is.
Come forward, you godless mongrel.
By Tuwaka's mercy, it's you. I am sorry I did not recognize you in the shadows. Is Fenorian with you? No, you are alone. What adventure makes our paths cross again, my friend?
Scholar Dio sent me to find you. The scholars and the scholars. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away?
Well, I located the scholars Codling and Indaus, and I sent them to Deal's camp.
That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead. Let us speak outside. I will follow your lead. May Onsi guide your blade.
Okay, well, please follow me.
I am sorry I cannot be more help to you. All the fighting and running has worn me out. Once we are free of this place, you have my word that I will do anything you ask. Upon Lecky's blade, I swear it.
So, anyway, how have you been since we last saw each other, Shaleria?
I have been well, thank you. The Pyre Watch grows slowly but surely. My efforts to rebuild have been fruitful, but my duty does not cease. I have not forgotten what you and Fenorian did. Not for a moment. How is Fenorian?
Well, he's fine as far as I know.
My ancestors must feel great shame watching me care for the well-being of a scion of Baal. Still, it comforts me to know he endures, even during these unholy times. Mara willing, our paths will cross again.
Okay, anyway, please follow me. Go ahead on without me. I'll meet you there. Just go! Okay. Then, no need to. That's the last of them.
The exit. Let us see the sky once more.
Yeah, let's.
I came to Bankurai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter. I am grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return?
I'm just looking for information about the Grey Host of the First Era, that's all.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankurai Garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend.
So there's nothing you can tell me about how the Grey Host was defeated.
The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine.
There must be something you know that can help us understand the Grey Host.
I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter.
We learned something similar. A Denari noble offered to survive a sanctuary.
A Dereni noble? That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
Well, I need to tell my associate Gwendis about this. You should return to Scholar Dealer's camp.
I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search.
Okay, well, can you please tell me anything about the Viridian Watch?
I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. Though incomplete, the historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps that has something to do with the idea of being worthy.
Well, tell me in my... please tell me and my viewers more about that part of the record.
There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard. I will go check on the scholars at Deal's camp. Thank you again, Wayfarer.
No problem.
There you are.
Hi there.
Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host?
Shalaria said the historical record is complete concerning the details of the Grey Host.
I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. about the survivor and their connection to a Dreni noble.
She confirmed there was a savior, and they had taken sanctuary in the Viridian Watch.
That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Dreni connection. Did you find out anything else I should know?
Apparently, the legend says the way to safety was only available to those worthy to receive it.
A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Pellen.
Okay, I'll meet you there. Inside the Viridian Watch, of course. Find it. Oh, there it
I'll
is.
meet you at Viridian Watch.
Thanks, guys.
That's right. Okay, so I'm right here in the Viridian Watch. I just need to...
Look! There's a sigil, right there. Don't you see it?
Huh?
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything.
I don't see any sigils.
That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf. Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me share some of my vampiric essence so you can see the sigils too. It's perfectly safe. At least, Fenorian said it was harmless.
Then, well, I, as you know, gave up my werewolf form because of some people attacked me for no reason other than I am a werewolf. So anyway, what is our next step?
We follow the sigils, of course. The Grey Host survivor must have used these as a guide, and they were made for that specific purpose. Now, let's see where they lead.
Alright, let's go.
Another one. Keep going west. South here. Not that we have a choice.
Okay. Looks like nothing. Looks like a bit of
down that tunnel.
looks like a bit of a camp there.
Let's go south, up those steps. East here, and down again.
Yeah, I see that.
Another one, northeast around this corner. Keep going straight. I think we're close. Ha! This must be it. Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside. Even thousands of years later, I smell faint traces of blood, sweat, and fear. A Grey Host survivor definitely hid out here. Let's have a look around.
What's this?
Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid?
Okay.
Looks like he had quite the setup down here. Even thousands of years. I'm surprised that's lasted all this time. Wait, what's that? Let me see it. I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it have something to do with the Grey Host?
I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going.
What's wrong?
I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandis, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense.
There has to be an explanation.
You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
I'll look around for some more first.
I need to see if there's anything we missed. Go on to Rivenspire. Meet me outside Ravenwatch Castle. I'll catch up with you as soon as I've torn this place apart and put it back together.
Beds.
I need to see if there's anything we missed. Go on to Rivenspire. Meet me outside Ravenwatch Castle. I'll catch up with you as soon as I've torn this place apart and put it back together.
Okay, but I want to come with you though. Okay, so back where I am.
Over here.
What is it? Why are you Gwendis?
Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage.
Secret passage? But isn't this your castle?
Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandis may have been involved with the Grey Host thousands of years ago and never told us. That disturbs me, and that never happens. I want to investigate this quietly before I involve the rest of the family.
But Verandis is gone. Why sneak in the back?
Other members of the house might be around. If they see us, they'll ask questions. I don't want to sully Verandis' memory with whatever this is. Not until we know for sure. I want to figure this out before we involve anyone else.
But I remember Verandis gave his life to save Rivenspire. Does it matter what he did thousands of years ago?
I don't want it to matter, but it does. Why would he keep this from me? I need to see what's in the castle cellar. That's where he stored his private possessions. We followed his wishes and never disturbed the place. Until now. Come on, let's go.
Fine then, let's go investigate the castle cellar then.
This way. The door's over here. And down we go.
Oh, after all this crap?
Watch out for vermin. Keep moving. There's a ladder at the end of this tunnel that leads up to the castle.
Okay. Oh well. It's not like that I've been bitten by spiders in here. Who wants a pizza? And up the ladder we go.
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked. Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside. See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes. I doubt anyone's been down here in decades. Poke around and see if you can find another signet. It should look like the one we got at Viridian Watch.
Okay, I guess I'm just going to use my detective skills, I guess.
Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe.
Maybe what?
Open. Let's see what's inside.
You go on ahead. I'll just look around. Wait a minute, there's nothing around here. Oh well, just wait up. Man. Look at all these cobwebs.
What is this place? I can't believe Verandis kept a secret study. I have to know the truth about him and the Grey Host. But at the same time, I don't really want to. Could you check the desk, please? I can't quite bring myself to do it.
It's okay that you don't want to, you know, I've never met a vampire who is scared of spiders and cobwebs. Oh well, it's up to Bruzo to do it.
That letter. What does it say?
Here, I think that might concern you.
That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host.
Well, this letter suggested Count Verandis was a member of the Grey Host.
What? Verandis, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No, there has to be more. What else does the letter say?
Well, it says here that it meant something about an island and a Grey Host castle. Hell, hey, there's a map too.
It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense of everything. Are you still with me?
Yes, I'm still with you. I'll go with you to investigate this Grey Host castle then.
Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. Go on ahead. I want to take one more look around. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
Okay. I'll meet you by the cart then.
Go wait for me by the cart. I promise I'll join you soon. I need to take a look around. Consider everything we learn. We'll travel to that island and see what's in the castle soon enough.
Fucking... No, I can get out of here. Sonora Castle, I guess. Oh, Gwendis. I was that close of going without you.
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, let's go see what's on this secret island.
What do you think we'll find on this secret island?
Answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. The sooner we get this over with, the better. First, however, take this. You earned it.
Oh, how sweet of you.
That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth.
And how exactly do we get to the secret island?
We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie.
Go apple pie! Okay. And what do we do when we get there?
Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, can we go now?
Yes, we can. In fact, I'm ready to travel to the Grey Host Island.
This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. The cart's waiting.
So, let me guess. We are going to this island to investigate these Grey Hosts and that? If not, why are we going to this island? Just for the confirmation.
We discovered a signet that looks just like one my mentor, Count Verandis, used to have. A signet that belonged to Rada al-Saran. When we searched Ravenwatch Castle, we found an old letter to Verandis, requesting he come to a secret island.
And what do we know about this secret island that we're going to?
Not much. The letter mentioned a name, Greyhome. Kind of pretentious if you ask me. And there's supposed to be a castle. If it's still there after all these centuries, maybe we can learn more about Verandis and his connection to the Grey Host.
You really think Count Verandis was a part of an army of vampires and werewolves?
I don't know what to think. Maybe he was forced to join them, or lied to, or tricked, or... You know what? Speculating is pointless. We have an island to find. Let's get on with it.
But we never found Verandis' signet.
No, but I'm sure it was the same as the one from Viridian Watch. Not that it matters. You read the damn letter. It proves... I don't know what it proves. That my mentor might have been part of a cabal of vampires that tried to conquer Tamriel.
Okay, let's go then. Oh, man, that's damn cold. Lucky that I just worn this gown.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look.
How do you want to do this?
Well, it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps, and who knows what kind of wildlife lives here.
What kind, I guess? Vampire, mortal traps, I guess?
I don't know. Something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandis and the Grey Host if we go and get ourselves killed.
Okay. Let's go around and look around this frozen island.
What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it.
Do you think it's some kind of trap?
Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of a vampire, like those sigils we saw.
So, what do we do with these crystals?
Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals.
Okay, I'll try and deactivate them.
Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Well, one go, one down. 3 of those things to go. So we've got that guy down.
You're pretty good at this.
Well, we're halfway there. We're on top of here.
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal. There's a cute little fennec fox. They're protective walls, all right. Count Verandis once used something similar to guard an evil vampire clan's storehouse of dangerous relics until we could destroy them. Let's go deactivate the other crystals.
Don't mind me, Mr. Gargoyle.
That was definitely a rumble.
Oh,
Let's go check the
so
castle.
you want to have a go in here? Oh well, you wanted me to leave you alone, and you just came up after me, so that's what you get. Don't worry, we mean no harm. Unless you want to go for me.
The way looks clear. here. Let's see if we can get inside. Either that just opened the way into the big, ominous castle, or we awakened some unthinkable horror that's on its way to devour us. I suppose either would be interesting. Let's go check the castle first, though, alright?
Alright.
I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
Gwendis?
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
What do you mean, unconventional?
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
And how is Verandis' blood going to help us?
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant.
Verandis had me use a dreamwalk potion to learn the history of House Daryl. You know that?
Then you're already an expert. You learned quite a bit from that experience, yes? Verandis isn't here, but by using his blood we can achieve the same result. I prepared the potion. It's on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Okay. I'll drink this dreamwalk potion and find out what I can. Okay. Bottoms up.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word.
Yes, and what is it?
It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
I am no exarch, the Philistine. I want nothing to do with these Gwendistois titles or Cetriarch's army.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfra and Thangalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Please take care with my apocryphal chest. Many of components are irreplaceable. Okay, so I'm just going to check out this place first. Okay, so as you know, I'm a vampire. Just looking around the place and all that kind of jazz. Okay, I'm just gonna go down into the lower level first. See what's down here. Okay, so it must be... Oh, hello there. Oh, that must be a very nice view that I'm dreaming.
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me, Ulfra?
When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
You were mortal once.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I suggest is that we'll live in peace with mortals. They outnumber us all, after all.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I won't stop trying to convince you that my course is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense.
This is an impressive castle that Rada al-Saran has had constructed.
Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch their blood spray against the dirt. Don't you?
You know that is not my way, Ulfra.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Well, that's a stubborn one. Now, I just need to go to Singali's.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected went mad. Sangalis, the experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself. To control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
One failure was more than enough. Even power such as you describe is not worth the cost.
Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
We are not their gods, Sangalis. We are their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
I hope you do succeed, Sangalis.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should go see Lord Rada al-Saran.
What about your own research, Sangalis?
I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind.
That sounds fascinating. What kind of relic?
I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the chance to discuss it with you once you've settled in.
Verandis, my friend. At long last. How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
You built a grand castle, my old friend. But I must know, have you considered my request?
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals are not as you remember them. Empress Hestra would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not.
You can't continue the war against the mortals. There are simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
I believe in the Grey Council, not Sriracha's grey host, and an alliance would protect us all.
Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times. Drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe.
Why did you invite me here if you're unwilling to talk about this?
We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life.
The dream don't start with us ruling over mortals.
Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong here, Verandis.
I spoke with Olfa and Sangalis earlier.
Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you.
They don't understand the dream, Rada Alceron.
They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals.
I would like to continue our discussions for an alliance with the mortals later, my friend.
Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother.
We're immortal. We have all the time in the world to catch up.
And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis, is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics.
I have nothing more to say, Rada Alceron.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Okay, so I'm in the body of Verandis anyway, so let's see what's in here.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it. You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you alright?
I went to Varanus to study in the dream, and I tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Varandus' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
Yep, he was. It's something called the Grey Council, but he wanted to make the peace with the mortals.
Sounds like Varandus. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
Nope. He argued for an alliance with mortals. He truly wanted peace.
Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
Yep, I can. Lead you to his study, that is.
If Varandus' study is still intact, maybe we can find that journal you tried to read in the dream walk. It might give us some insight on the Grey Host and how to defeat them. Go ahead. I'll follow you.
You okay, Varandus?
I didn't expect to ever see you again, my friend. After we parted at the Doomcrag, I resigned myself to an eternity in Cold Harbor. But it seems my fate was not yet written. You and Gwendis saved me. I am more grateful than you can ever imagine.
Well, just so you know, Gwendis and I discovered your connection to the Grey Host.
That is unfortunate. I believed that part of my past was dead and buried. My involvement with the Grey Council ended so very long ago. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path. To no avail.
Well, I dreamwalked through your memories. I saw what you said to him and others.
Then know that I truly regret not trying harder to convince Rada al-Saran and the Grey Council. Perhaps I could have averted the war. Alas, we'll never know. But why the sudden interest in ancient history, hmm? Why this obsession with the Grey Host?
Well, you know, Gwendis and I discovered that Alder Sarani is still alive, and the Grey Host has returned.
What? How is that even possible? What am I saying? Haven't I just returned from the dead? I must look into this. Find out what the Grey Host has planned. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will answer that call.
Don't worry, your prayers will be answered, and I'll be ready when you send word.
I started out seeking information about the Grey Host only to discover that my mentor had a hand in their creation. As angry as that made me, I was comforted to know Verandis opposed their war. And now he's back. I don't know what to think.
Verandis has promised to help you find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret. But we'll work it out. Eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him. That he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
Of course not. So, you're going to work with him on this?
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can. And once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Anything else I can help with at the moment?
Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host. And for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.
Well, see that you do.
Verandis and I need to talk. A lot. But as soon as we're finished, we'll find a way to stop whatever the Grey Host has planned. Rest assured, you'll be the first person we call. We're in this together.
The Grey Host must be dealt with. When the time comes, I hope you will be at our side. Until then, be well, my friend.
Well then, I see you two guys are around then. If I can get out of here.
I never thought I'd see you again. So much has happened.
I know, Gwendis. We have much to discuss. Come, let us return to Ravenwatch Castle.
Well, that wraps the Markarth prologue up. As you know, that I have learned some more about Verandis, and that is the reason why I'm here in Ravenspire. Even though I'm in the bank of Ravenwatch, or Shornhelm. Yeah, Shornhelm, Shaven and Lone. So that pretty much wraps up the quick adventure that I want to take us through. As you already know, that I have, as you see, learned some more secrets about Verandis. I also learned about, with the backstory about the Grey Host and all that kind of stuff. And not to mention that I have resurrected Verandis after he risked his own ass to save this entire Ravenspire, I should say. So, anyway, I hope you do enjoy it. If you did, make sure you show me by putting a thumbs up. Hey, get out of my way. Can't you see that I, building? Oh well. If you do, like I said, make sure you press the thumbs up button. If you do like my content so far, please consider subscribing to this channel. I appreciate you by a lot if you do. Hopefully it'll just help me reach my goal to 500 or so subscribers. Also, the links to my Twitter and all that sort of things. Hey, is also on the description below. Even with those people wanting to wanting to follow up on me, but I don't think that I will be allowed to go and film in business or anything. So anyway, I hope you do enjoy it. My gamer tag is Bruzo21 if you wanted to play with me on ESO or on PSN. I hope you do enjoy my video. Thank you for watching. To my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. Especially those that are coming from my TikTok content. Thank you so much. You're all amazing. And as always, the online ambassador of Black Marsh, Bruzo Dragonius, saying thank you for watching. I love you all. You're all amazing. You are the best. Even if you're watching this, please share this with your friends if you can. I do encourage you. And as always, wear the his schedule. Bye for now.